Now, earth roads have their own challenges. One is that they are not all weather, because you find those are roads that are just maintained at a grading. You grade them, then when it rains, the road deteriorates back to almost the original mess. Then when you grade again, you reinstate it to a certain formation, which just lasts for a short duration of time. The gravel roads also have their own challenge, because a gravel road under heavy traffic will only last for a few months, if not 2 years or less. The quantity of gravel is diminishing as time goes by. A time will come when you will not get any gravel to rehabilitate the gravel roads. That is why now the thinking of the department or of the directorate is to go to sealing some of the existing gravel roads, so that now you safeguard the investment, because you invest a few kilometers for gravel, which is a kilometer would cost about 4 million. If this kilometer deteriorates back to the other road that it was before in a span of 2 years, you lose the investment. But by now thinking of resealing that gravel road section with bitumen, now you safeguard now the gravel that you had already installed as an investment.
The average cost of a low volume sealed road is in the region of 20 million Kenya shillings per kilometer. The equivalent, if you got a big contractor to do a conventional, is in the region of 50 to 60 million shillings per kilometer. We look at and say, if you are investing 10 million shillings in a road, a traditional contract, you'll only have about 5% of that will go to the wage bill, to the people's pockets. Now, with our new approach, we are in the region of 20 to 25% of the investment goes directly to the laborers.
Bitumen roads are normally done by equipment. However, this is a new technology. In these low volume sealing roads, we are using labor to improve the road to a bitumen standard, and therefore there is a lot of skills transfer that can be used in maintenance after the project has been implemented.
So what we are doing is we take contractors who previously have been doing gravel roads, graveling contracts from within the area. We hope now once we've trained them, they'll be able to get a lot of work and continue doing more and more roads. So a big component of it is capacity building of the contractors. The development of this new approach looked at it should be labor friendly, and that's why we are now using emulsion.
K365 is a unique product. It cures very slowly. It allows the contractor or the operative using the product to mix the emulsion with the aggregates in specific design that they have, to allow them, give them time to mix the material and lay it on the road surface cold. Because normally application of bitumen is done, as they normally call it, hot mix asphalt. This is a technology where it allows the contractor to operate cold.
Because we want to use labor on the process of creating employment. Now, use of the K365, which is a cold mix, is more labor friendly.
So again, K365 does not contain any volatile organic contents like kerosene or diesel. There are some emulsions that you have to incorporate kerosene or diesel to it, which means when you apply it in the field, there is volatile contents evaporating into the atmosphere. In terms of application, the only thing that goes into the environment is water. The rest is bitumen suspended in water as an emulsion. No any CO2 emissions from it. It's a product applied cold, quite easy to handle and very friendly to the environment. Normal hot mix asphalt, you have to procure a specific volume per cubic meter, and it must be applied at a very specific temperature, below which, you're not going to deliver to spec or to standard. With K365, time-wise, you can deliver as much as you would want. If you want to go mechanized, you can go mechanized in it. If you want to go labor intensive, you can go labor intensive with it. No heating, so you're not worried about your stuff coming across hot materials. It's really ambient temperature. Worrying about training personnel to manage hot materials out of question. It's something that if it comes in contact to your hand, you just wash it out with water, okay, and you continue working. So it's very friendly material to operate with.
The sections that we have used, the COLAS, they are really intact and they are durable. It does not require a lot of resources when it is being used. It eliminates a lot of use of energy, like heating the other types of bitumen that are normally heated before they can be sprayed.
When you talk of clarifying the existing roads, which has been trafficked for years and years and years, that is expected to be a very difficult job. So we use the grinder to reap the road, because we are supposed to reap the road, disturb the ground, add gravel, mix, and then form the road. We are using cement stabilizers to create that the bonding and strength, that is the cement. We are also using lime. Lime will control the plasticity. If material has a lot of clay, which is considered not very strong to hold the ground, it is recommended we add some percentage of lime so that they can control the plasticity. And we are also using bitumen. It assists in also making sure that the material cannot be penetrated by water so easily.
COLAS rides on quality. The product that leaves the factory has a certificate of quality that goes with it, and with that certificate of quality is what we are stating. You have a product that you can trust when you're using out there, and at the end of the day, resolve the problem. I mean, you have a consistent support available for you. A laboratory is very critical. What leaves the factory must be checked and vetted that it is actually what is being stated in the standards. Roads is an asset, and that asset has a value. And so for us, we know if you are actually going to engage in an asset that has very high value, quality is not to be compromised with.
We have two contracts in D420. One is this one, it's 7.5 kilometers. The other one it's 6.5 kilometers.
In our region, we identified one of our roads, which is mainly to be a trial road, where we test the various components of materials, and also we also come up with the methodology of how to improve a road using rubber. We are very happy because the road has been standing for more than 2 years. The section that we did has been trafficked for more than 2.5 years, and it is still sound and standing firm. Our tests are proved to be very successful.
This is the right way to go. Doing this type of road that we're doing, we should have a life of minimum 15 years. And we're very lucky in Kenya that we have a manufacturer, COLAS, who has been working with us in developing the emulsion products which we're using.
Indo icio nĩ indo cia mĩthemba mĩingĩ, tondũ hena indo ciĩtagwo iraĩ cia gũtukaniria thimiti na maramu, na nĩ kũrĩ na ĩngĩ ĩtagwo paperboard, ĩyo nĩ ya kuoya rebo ya barabara, na nĩ harĩ ĩngĩ ĩtagwo bauraini, ĩyo nĩ ya kũhũra rebo maramu, na nĩ kũrĩ kĩndũ gĩtagwo satas, icio nĩcio mbaũ iria ciĩkagĩrwo barabara. Na nĩ harĩ kĩndũ gĩtagwo squeegees, icio nĩ cia kũgucia rami kana moramu nĩgetha ĩiganane.
Before the road was tarmacked, you could visit Muruka market, it was dusty, let me tell you. The marketplace was, you couldn't bring a visitor there.
kuma riu barabara yagiakwo ona thina ona hanini kugira indo tuthiaga wega wahura thimu indo kureherwo haha wenda kwigirira no ngari ukururumia uthii ugira indo ciaku uka wige duka-ini na wendie no rimwe na twaruga tutikwendia sukari tutikwendia micere ona indo ici ingi tutikwendia tondu gutiri kindi gwa kugira ako ni ngari gutikundu guthii ako ni kibikibi ndi guthii.
Watu wengi hakukuwa kasi na Mungu alitujalia akaja akatupatia kasi. Kwa hivyo tunafurahia sana hiyo kasi. Hata shauri tunapata murwa kutoka kwa hii barabara, pesa ama kuchiba, kuhona kuchiba, yani unapata mali ya kufanya wewe ushibe.
Kazi yangu hapa barabarani ni kupatia watu maji, kisha wakati gravel inaendelea na count batches zenye watu wanatumia na count batches zenye watu wanatumia kujenga barabara. Kazi ya barabara nafanya inanisaidia kulea mtoto wangu.
The direction is low volume. Why? Most of the road network, maybe a third, has already been gravelled. And if the quarries are getting exhausted, by you denying a reality that sealing those roads you safeguard an investment, then you are saying that in 2-3 years you'll be deteriorating in terms of how many kilometers you have at the gravel roads. But if you seal them, the question will only be maintenance. And if good maintenance, a low volume seal road can still last for more than 15 years. I think myself, and the direction our institution should go, is to ensure that all gravel roads are labor-based, low volume, sealed, so that we safeguard this natural material that is exhausted year in, year out.
We've been able to work with the Kenya Rural Roads Authority to develop a solution that is already beginning to raise eyebrows in the region. We have a product that we want to see the governments within the region and Africa. When you're thinking or imagining any solutions to do with roads, you think COLAS.